Hello. Got to address a new problem here. Last night was pure agony. I was fine throughout the whole day yesterday while they was going at it with one another. Yes, I, was getting tremors because I was getting, anger was building. It happens when I get like that. It's just that silent anger, that silent rage. It builds up and up and up until something pops and you go off, Last night took it to the extremes with me because I went fucking ballistic. I mean, full ballistic. And went towards, basically, my stepfather was going nuts, like this, on something. I don't know what he was on, but he was on something that was making him act erratic. Verbally aggressive. Calling me retarded. All that stupid shit. Whenever he came towards me, I pulled out my knife and went towards him. I don't feel an ounce of guilt. I don't feel an ounce of remorse. Call me a psychopath if you want, or a sociopath, whatever you call it. Call me if you want. But it's true. I just blew up. Like, you can only, the mind itself can only take so much, And that's what this generation fails to realize, that anger is a human concept. Because people to me are just objects. Like, I don't care for others' emotions and stuff like that because I don't manipulate people. I don't hurt people or anything like that. It's just I just have no desire to care for others' feelings or suffering, What bothers me is being, attacked in a sense, in a verbal sense, which caused me to explode. Because I was getting ready to blow up anyway, and then he said something. I forgot what it was, but he said something. And I just went like that. Boom. Like a bomb. Because I was trying to protect my fucking mom. He didn't hit her. But if he would have told him, I kept telling him, you touch her, we're going to have a fucking problem, We're going to have a problem. He kept taunting me, in a way. She had the audacity, when he left, she had the audacity, like 30 minutes later to go get him and bring him back. When she clearly told him to get the fuck out. Right? No, this ain't coffee, it's green tea. But it could have been prevented if he would have never came back with her. Why do people feel sorry for people that use rugs with a D in front of it? Why do you think we should care about them? Because they're practically useless. They're done. They practically chose what they wanted. They chose their life, and they destroyed it and tried to destroy others. Hey, my life was already destroyed from the fucking start. I was already developing tendencies, like, them tendencies of somebody with antisocialness, I was already starting to develop those around around 12. I started developing that around 12. I just never told anybody. I never told anybody the things that I do and did. And I'm not going to tell because people are going to make me out as a monster, And if it does, I don't care. I don't. Why should I feel bad for others suffering when when mine was ignored? When I've been ignored for so long that I have just developed that personality of not caring for others' feelings, emotions, feeling empathy or guilt or remorse for anything, That's what happens when you sustain abuse for so long, like not a physical, but a mental and emotional abuse for so long. Yes, I've had physical abuse when I was 13. And it progressed until I was about maybe 14, 15 years old until they divorced. And basically ever since that, my life has been living hell. And do I feel bad for my actions? No. Because I believed that it was deserved. In a sense. People want to play the games. I can play them too. Fuck with me, I fuck harder. Fuck you harder. Not in that kind of sense. Like, I fuck with you harder as much as you do to me. In a sense. Because people think I'm a toy. People think I'm an object. Good newsflash. I think the same thing towards people. You're basically dealing with somebody that is not really capable of feeling normal emotions, not feeling these complex emotions like other people, normal people do. I mean, I just don't understand what people want me to feel. When you physically cannot feel certain types of emotions like happiness, joy, you know, stuff like that, I physically just can't. Even if I wanted to, I can't. I just put on a fake smile to let people know, to make people think that I am, you know, when in reality I just feel nothing, you know. Like, say, for example, like somebody gets hurt or, you know, or hit by a car, for example. I don't feel nothing. I just stare blankly like it's nothing. I just don't want nobody to hate me because of the way I am, you know, because I've basically, this house has shaped, this family has shaped me into what they wanted. It basically shaped how my personality turned out. Basically shaped on how I act and behave and how I feel towards, you know, certain triggers, actions, when in reality I just don't feel nothing. Even if somebody dies, I don't feel nothing towards it, you know, because it just, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't care. But it's just the fact, it's the truth. People are objects. People mean nothing to me. The only ones that ever mean anything to me is my friends. Or whatever I have left of friends, you know, my childhood friend and my friends online. They only mean something to me because they actually listen to me and get what I'm trying to say. Because they ain't going to call me out for something, you know, that I can't control. I don't understand what people want me to feel, what you want me to feel. Because whatever you want me to feel, I'm not capable of feeling it. Or just lack the ability to, you know. It's just, I wouldn't care if he died. I would not care at all. And I'm pretty sure people are going to take up for the drug hit. I don't care. You can if you want. This ain't towards you, Callie, or this ain't towards you, Chris. This ain't towards, I know Chris don't like him. Callie, I just don't want you to think, God damn it, hold on, I'm trying to make, Callie, I know you don't like him, I know. You know? I just don't like, you know, telling you things because I'm afraid I'm gonna scare you away, because I done lost so many friends because of the situation, you know? Because I made them uncomfortable. I'm like, then why the hell ask what's wrong if you don't want to hear the answer, you know? Grow a set of balls and deal with it, you know? I've heard things a lot worse than what I'm experiencing now. I mean, people can hate me if they want. They can call me a psychopath if they want, or a sociopath, whatever the fuck you call them. You can call me that if you want. it wouldn't bother me. Because I am speaking the fact of what I experience is pure agony. And I had every right to do what I did. Because it was either him getting physical with her or me doing something about it, you know? But luckily he didn't do anything to her. He was just being erratic and verbal. It's a son's job to protect their mom, or their parents in general. I mean, the same thing with a daughter. You're supposed to protect your parents from things like, certain things like that, you know? This is Tom, signing off.